Last week, Jesse showed all of you guys how he goes from prototype to filming a game and producing a finished product. This week, I decided I wanted to show you what goes behind the editing process of once we know a game, how it gets from being a game in our hands to being a video you guys see on the screen. Today, I'm going to show you guys how we take Zombicide, a game that we just got in, and although I've played before, I haven't ever had my own copy, so this is really special. How we're going to take Zombicide from the rulebook and turn it into a gameplay. I'm going to show you all the step-by-steps. So step 1, we refresh the rules. Especially when I haven't run the game on my own, I like to reread the rulebook and just get refreshed on some of the minutia details that can commonly get missed, like with the abominations and the necromancers and movement and line of sight. Hi puppy, you're joining? So that's step 1, reviewing the rulebook. And so I lit a fire over there in the fireplace. Puppy curled up with me, and we just finished rereading the rulebook. And the next step is about to go set up the game upstairs. So after reading the rulebook downstairs where it's super comfy on the couch in front of the fire, we bring the game upstairs to the studio and we set it up. We are going to be doing the Shepherd scenario, which is a medium weight scenario. We're going to be running 6 survivors, me and Jesse, and it's going to take around 90 minutes for the gameplay. Or so they say. Zombicide never goes how it's expected. As you can see behind me, we have Zombicide all set up, and now we're just waiting for Jesse to go get some expansion components, and then we're gonna get the gameplay on the show. Show on the road, gameplay on the road, whatever you want to say. So one more thing before we actually start the gameplay. I'm not usually the one who does the filming, Jesse is, but we gotta get some B-roll for the videos.
I would rather just, I don't know, play the game, possibly?
B-roll is important. It makes the video so much better. So he films all the B-roll. I kind of step off to the side and let him do his thing. But in a lot of our videos, it is an important component that we don't like to miss. We're ready to begin. Hello. Welcome to Quackalope. Today we are bringing you a gameplay of Zombicide Black Plague.
It's been a long time coming. Hello, Vlogga Vlogga. I'm going to Vlogga Vlugin in her vlog. No,
this
your
is my vlog.
Don't worry, it's only 3:50 a.m. and she insisted that I stay up for the gameplay video. We just gave it away. Congratulations, Joss Hunter.
He is the worst person to play Zombicide with. I hate playing with him.
We won. We did really well. Oh. Now, all she has to do is stay up for the rest of is your plan to really, like, this is your vlog?
Yes.
Are you really gonna just stay up the rest of the night getting this finished?
Isn't that what you do?
It's not that that's not what actually happens, but we're both tired. All right, here, I'll hand it to you.
Do you think the work is gonna happen on its own? You have been such a slum at editing. You have not edited much in the past 7 months that we have been a team together.
I mean, not editing much for daily content is still like 7 videos a week.
No, it's not. Do you think you edit 7 videos a week?
Yeah, I for sure edit 7 videos a week.
Okay, we'll do a challenge. See how many videos we each get edited next week, and we'll see.
She does legitimately edit more than me, to be fair. But I film more than her and learn more games than her.
No, you don't. We learn equal games, and you film because you like talking to yourself.
And
it's a sign of insanity, actually.
And Professor Meg is here, which means we're going to be doing some awesome content while you work on editing.
Yes, well, I work really hard on editing. All the timestamps that you've been seeing recently are all thanks to me. In any case, in all seriousness, we just finished recording the gameplay. Jesse is still really, really awful to play Zombicide with. Now I grab the memory cards from all the various cameras, the B-roll camera, the front cam, the top cam, and then go start the uploads into my computer. Gameplays are the longest ones to take to upload. Alright, starting the transfer from the memory card to the computer. It says for the top shot it's taking about 12 minutes, and then it's going to take another 12 minutes for the front cam shot. So waiting here for half an hour and basically taking a break and scrolling through my phone, which is something we do a lot of. No, we don't. Shh, secrets. So one of the things about editing videos is that each of the raw footage takes up so much space on the computer. A gameplay that's around an hour to an hour and a half long will take up about 150 gigabytes of space. And so our laptops with only 4 terabytes, I know terabytes is a lot, with only 4 terabytes can only hold so much. I'm constantly having to move gameplays and stuff as soon as I edit them straight to the recycling bin so I can make room for the next thing. Alright, it's 4:20 in the morning and the front cam has about 5 more minutes of uploading onto my computer. and then I can start getting editing. So the next step after both of the front cam and the top cam are on my computer, I have to import them into Premiere, which is the editing program that we use, and then I gotta line them up using the sound bits, which I'll show you in just a minute what that looks like. Alright, so if you see all these little sound bites, sound waves down here, I guess is what they're called, they are how I line the videos up. I zoom out a bit and kind of try and see where a pattern emerges because we don't have any way of syncing kind of these videos. So I see it's a little spiky and then it's very thick over here, and Jesse kind of taught me how to do this. I go and I keep moving stuff and zooming in until I have them pretty much lined up. And so I can tell that these two little spikes belong with each other. And I'll keep moving it over a little bit and then zooming in further. And now it's this and this big block that I'm trying to get next to each other. All over here, keep moving 1 millisecond at a time. That was a little too far over. 1, 2, and now that should sound pretty in sync.
Hello, welcome to Quackalope.
And if I don't hear an echo, then I'm doing good. Next step after getting the videos in sync is I color grade. I color grade the front cam, then usually copy paste the settings to the top cam and make it a little bit lighter. Alright, so I usually increase the exposure to 0.5. You can see the changes already happening to the picture. I increase the contrast to 35. I decrease the highlights to -35. Basically all of these are just 35 in different directions, and then I adjust little minutia adjustments, but that usually does it pretty well. I go under the creative option and select Gold Rush HDR, that's Jesse's favorite, and usually do about 48% of that, and that kind of tints it a little bit blue. And then I like to shift the blue and orange scale and the pink and green scale. The blue-orange scale I take down to -11, and the pink scale I bring up to 8. And that usually does a pretty good job. I'm gonna shut off the function. That's off, that's on. Off, on. And so his shirt turns a little bluer than the shirt that he's wearing right now, and we become a little bit crisper. And then I copy those settings to the top cam and make it a little bit lighter. With the top cam, there's a couple other things I have to do. I have to rotate it 180 degrees because the way the cameras are set up in the studio, it's always upside down. If I forget to do that, Jesse gives me a hard time because then we're looking at things in a weird direction. Everything is backwards, you guys. I usually try and zoom in and cut out any extra that I need to and adjust the position of the camera so you guys have the best view. No computer, I do not want to update right now. And then, like I said, I lighten it up usually to about 1.2 so that everything's kind of tangible. And those are the color corrections. Then I start to edit, and I basically cut through the whole video, making cuts between top cam, bottom cam, top cam, bottom cam. Kind of tactfully cut out anything like big sneezes or coughs that we need to. Don't tell Jesse I'm telling you that, it's a secret. He likes to do one-shot deals. And then export, which you'll see more of.
Don't let her fool you. I'm up sending emails, doing work also for 4:30 a.m. I hear.
So even though Jesse kind of taught me most of what I know on Premiere, I did look up some tutorials on how to use it, and we both edit a little differently. He likes, when switching between top cam and bottom cam, he likes to move ahead the top cam gradually, and I like to have the top cam completely invisible and edit using only the front cam. And I just make tactful cuts looking at the front cam and seeing what we're doing on the board. Sometimes I'll flip to the top cam and kind of see what's happening, but he likes to see them both at the same time, and it's confusing. All right, here I am trying to figure out where we start. I believe we start right about here. Usually find somewhere nice to pick a screenshot for the cover photo. Usually trying to find us both smiling. Here is a decent one. Screenshot it with the program, and then we begin.
Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Today
There we go. And so I will make about the first cut here and kind of get the videos in sync, and then continue cutting along this process. These are the fun moments when your computer decides it needs to restart and update while you're in the middle of editing. Yeah, not so fun, especially at 5 in the morning. Alright, we're back up and running. And so Jesse has taught me to edit in hyperspeed. So that is what you are about to see.
Black play.
Yeah. And this one has been a long time coming. We last played Zombicide a couple weeks ago. We played Marvel Zombies.
I mean, literally, that's what we do away after the
Yeah, that's really and you use the give away a copy of Marvel Zombies. And guess what? We all the way up to the top. We said we post this video on Thursday, so you all tune back and see what giveaway in action. It's on Thursday. So it's Friday. It's 2:23 in the morning on Friday. That's what people call us. You watch the video about hours before you get to the video. You realize your character while there. For now, hey, let's
Basically, this happens for the next hour and a half until the gameplay is edited.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all those things that are pouring out what does. It's like a little bit and I'm sorry. I'm just saying what we out for this sure but if you're here, you can go to your sit down, the entire rule and everything more social system. She has all things you must things like the rules that I know from.
Alright, 6:15 a.m. and I finally finished cutting together the top shot and the front shot. I had a lot of problems with Premiere Pro, which is pretty typical for the program. Ever since the update, it's been giving me a lot of trouble and just freezing mid-edit. So now I have to grab some clips of B-roll and place them into the video and then find music. Some underlying, usually most of the gameplays we put a little bit of underlying music in it to kind of cover up some of the empty spaces where we're just thinking on camera happens, and we try to decrease the pregnant, absent, obnoxious, awkward pauses as much as possible. Alright, so here is me grabbing the B-roll for the game we just did. And Jesse usually grabs it for me, and then I grab clips and drag it over onto my sequence. Stretch! Got the B-roll edited, and now it's time to find some music that will go with the Zombicide gameplay. Alright, so here, right where my mouse is where I take a bunch of different tracks of music and try and overlay them with each other, and then mute them enough so that it doesn't overpower the talking. It sounds a little bit messy while I do it, but it usually comes up with a pretty decent result. Placing that transition over there, muting the talking, because otherwise it just sounds like a massive cacophony at the moment. And then not over there, and then we're listening to the transition. Basically trying to figure out if it sounds smooth enough to be undetectable. I think it's okay. Alright, so that is what a finished video looks like. You can see the B-roll right here on top. You can see the top cam with all the little micro cuts that I make. You can see the main front cam, and then you can see the music underlaying it all in green. And now it is time to export it out of Premiere Pro so that it is on my computer in a smaller sized format. Alright, so it is 8 a.m. and the very last step is to upload the video that exported onto YouTube and place a thumbnail, which Jesse usually handles. So thank you guys for joining me on this journey, and see you next week.